How interesting and shocking it can be to know and understand that the future of work could come out catastrophic to some and a huge opportunity to others, depending on how open you are to innovation. Here we go. First and exciting, Siri would recognize your voice even if you are 5 meters away from your phone. That new chatbot feels totally real. Self-driving cars are now real. You can analyze your DNA and fly a drone. A few years from now, and that's something no longer in our future but in our view, artificial intelligence, robotics, machine learning, mass 3D printing, biotechnology, chatbots, virtual reality, deep learning, drones, augmented reality, smart objects will all be deeply enrooted in our everyday lives, just like computers, phones, or electricity are for us today. No doubt, these developments must happen, and some are already real with us, so it's better you adapt now before it gets too late. For many, life is good. They love their job. They have worked in their position in that company for long and therefore are very comfortable. As a matter of fact, the last time they made a presentation, they got a standing ovation. People know what they are good at. They like them. In short, they are safe with their company. In the meantime, you see an article or two speculating on the future of jobs. The report states that 45% of all current tasks could be automated with present technology. The World Economic Forum estimates that 33% of jobs in 2020 don't even exist yet. Now look, the supermarket just introduced self-cashier machine. You are at the airport, checking in luggage. What the heck happened to all the real people at the check-in desk? Gone, replaced by machine. But it's only the low-skilled jobs, right? No, think again. In 2012, there were 150,000 people working on Wall Street. 3 years later, automation has cut that number down to just 100,000. That's 1/3 of the workers gone. If you think it's only the mathematical, scientific jobs, better think again. A Japanese insurance company, Fukoku Mutual Life Insurance, is already replacing all its human insurance claim workers with an artificial intelligence system that would handle customers more efficiently. See these articles, they are written by algorithm and we can't tell the difference with human written content. I'm thinking of converging, being an online game player. Too late. Artificial intelligence is already beating humans to many games. Journalists, tax consultants, marketeers, technicians, knowledge workers, lawyers, even the person editing this video will to some extent have been impacted or automated by technology in a couple of years. And what have you been doing? Probably watching African Magic. And the problem is machines don't wait. And the machines, they don't watch African Magic. Now, here are the forces at play. Basically, there are 10 million developers out there using increasingly simple and cheap technology to build new products and services. Some as young as 12 are already coding the future. Even that safe company you work for is increasingly under outside threat. And it's not just the Google, Amazon, Facebook, and Apples of this world that I'm talking about. There are now tens of thousands of startups out there eating away at all sorts of jobs. Now, are they creating many jobs in the process? Let's look at some statistics. Years back, when Kodak ruled the world of photography, they were worth $38 billion and employed 140,000 people. That's approximately $270,000 per employee.
Our people work with pride to make Kodak a creative and innovative company.
Today, YouTube sold for $1.65 billion with a mere 65 employees. That's $25 million per employee. Instagram, which had 13 employees and was sold for $1 billion. That's $77 million per employee. WhatsApp sold for $19 billion with 55 employees. That's a staggering $345 million per employee. So how do you think all these were made possible? Technology. Technology has allowed the emergence of what we call exponential organizations. These are exponentially fast-growing companies that leverage technology and require less employees, but more tech-savvy ones. And as software continues to eat up the world, more companies are trying to replicate these exponential companies. hire less people but grow exponentially through technology. As this happens, job roles are slowly disappearing and being replaced by skill set. Employers require you to know an ever-growing number of new and ever-changing fundamental skills in order to use the technologies they have implemented. Master the fundamentals and you can master the rest. A digital skills gap is growing for both mid-skilled and high-skilled level jobs. Before you even know it, you've become irrelevant. However, this is not a doomsday prediction. It's actually a way to leverage technology before technology leverages you. And in fact, it's never been easier for technology to do so. This may sound kind of corny, but it starts with the right state of mind. It starts with having a growth mindset where you have the desire and the confidence that you can learn anything. Shift your thinking away from how these technologies will mutate, but into how these technologies will enrich your work life. Because yes, if you play your cards right, technology will make your work life and your life in general much better. The fact is that technology will actually remove boring, repetitive jobs from your way, but only if you understand the fundamentals, and you have no excuse not to do so. How can you stay relevant if you can't execute? Can you talk tech? Can you talk API? Can you talk code? Can you talk data?
Sometimes you have to disrupt yourself to emerge a better and more effective you. We have to learn, to unlearn and relearn. What worked perfectly many years ago may not work today, and certainly not tomorrow. That is the inevitability of innovation and change. The camera and paper film industry is by no means the only casualty of disruption. Look no further than Uber and Airbnb to see how the taxi and hotel industries have been disrupted. And more significant disruptions is certainly coming by the way of artificial intelligence, by way of big data and cognitive computing. Think for a minute of all the drivers that will lose their jobs in driverless cars, and many of us that will lose our jobs to IBM Watson.
While slow educational institutions are struggling to keep up, that's not an excuse. Train yourself. Take your education in your own hands. Learn to code. Learn about behavioral psychology, automation tools, playing with data. Use your experiences. Be curious. And if you are an employer, train your people on offline and online courses. It's time to build something. Your greatest credential in this new era is your output of stuff. Proof of your awesomeness. A website, a blog, a prototype, a simple data model. It's time to build cool stuff and showcase it.
Nobody allowed Zuckerberg to set up Facebook. Nobody allowed Travis Kalanick to set up Uber. They just set it up. The young people shouldn't wait for anybody to allow anything. They should just go out and prove their worth and chart a course for themselves and make an impact.
It's time to start learning. Open your mind to new ways of education and learning, and finally humble yourself to learning new ways to function. Welcome to the digital world. Welcome to the digital